Okay. So, yeah, and it's dark. See that? It's so dark. This might be a DC Universe movie. Let's fix that, shall we? I knew I should have checked the exposure. Of course, that's all I'm doing this for is the exposure. Viable exposure dollars. Anyways, that. A little gain here. Ooh, yeah, there we go. I look good. I look like a human being. That's always encouraging. So, hi. Yes. The kazoo always knows. And welcome once again to yet another Troubadork show number 192. In fact. Yeah, I knew there was something I was missing here, and apparently that was one of the things that I was missing, so that's fixed. I wrote it down in the notebook to show 193, so you can see exactly where my head is right now. Today is basically what every one of these shows is, which is a live open rehearsal with heckling. Always a good thing, because we need a little interaction and human interaction in our lives. It seems a little dark, doesn't it? Still seems a little dark, just a tad on the dark side. We will fix this just a skosh here. My beloved has just gotten out of a meeting she wasn't planning to be in. Can pretend to be a human being. Several of your problems are in progress. Well, yes. There are so many problems in progress. It's really just a matter of... There we go. Look at that. Now you can see it's green. Now you can actually see this thing is green. And with all due respect there, Tom, I have to tell you that Amy has vetoed the watermelon name for this instrument. We're probably going to call it Ducky, because it's green and it's water repellent. Probably floats. Oh, so a couple of things to celebrate, one of which is that, hey, the boil water notice is gone, done. We are now able to take such a bath tonight, and there will be such a bath. We'll have to run all the taps for a couple of minutes just to get whatever gunk is out there out, but then there will be as close to normality as we can achieve at this point. In celebration of that, the taps are being run right now, even as we speak. So it's a witch. It has not yet turned me into a newt. It's almost turned me into a musician. So maybe that's a thing. Maybe later. I know. But we're going to now celebrate with the traditional love song from 6 Feet Apart. Socially, emotionally distant. I'm going to go a little faster than normal because I'm still figuring out the tempo for most of these songs. This is the song that actually got me paid to write it. Stephen Bruce came up with the chorus, the beginning of the chorus, and I wrote an entire song and I got paid $100. So I are now an official, professional songwriter. Weird, huh? All right. I want to take you in my arms and never let you leave. But in the interim, I am still coughing in my sleeve. My desire to have you by my side is much more than endemic. And I'd do so much more if 'twere not for this here damn pandemic. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. There should be a fancy thing here, I don't have it yet. My longing for your comfort's growing stronger every day. But what else can it do with us 6 feet or more away? The hunger for your touch, my love, is just short of outrageous. But we can't snog 'cause one or both of us might be contagious. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. You ask me, can we meet again? I know it spells my doom. I'll do my best, but I can't pet your backside on the Zoom. Technology is really grand, but it's all doomed to fail. For the things I want to give to you, I simply can't email. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. Fancy filigree thing here. I listen to your voicemail and I long for your embrace. It's not the same with 6 layers of cloth from face to face. When this is over, you and I can frolic with impunity. I don't think I can wait till we develop herd immunity. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. You send me pics and movies, all intending to entice. Well, that's fine, but I still have to heed the CDC's advice. I want to stampede to your side, but what else can I do? 'Cause you and I both know it's something much more than the flu. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. Last verse, promise. But now the time I fear has come for us to say adieu. I hope that you will love me still when this damn plague is through. I'll wait for that one special day our love is celebrated. But for your safety and for mine, we'd best keep separated. I wish that we could be more than just friends. Ask me again if COVID ever ends. Till then I'm socially, emotionally distant. There you are, a love song from 6 feet or more apart. Socially, emotionally distant. Brings a tear to my eye and minor gas to my digestive tract, but there it is. Now, amusingly enough, the song I wrote on this made me enough money to purchase the instrument I'm going to play the next song on. True story. This thing right here, which I put a strap upon because I am not good enough to keep this thing up. And if I'm wearing sleeves, I'm pretty much hosed real badly. Must tune. We tune because we care. So what happened is, I wrote the first verse of Socially Emotionally Distant. And then this fellow, Eric, responded to me and said, you know what? Close enough for folk music. If you write this and make this a 4-minute song, I will pay you $100. And so I wrote that song, and that is a 4-minute song. It's a little over 4 minutes, in fact. And as such, he said, great, what's your Venmo? I was like, oh, I need a Venmo. Okay, because all the cool kids have Venmo, apparently. And he sent me money. And I used that money to buy this baritone ukulele right here. That's what you call your self-regulating system here. And this, I use this one specifically because the next song I'm going to perform is one that needs to have a little bit of that bottom end. I've also discovered something. They actually make leather thumb guards, which I'm seriously considering getting to see if I can use it and still strum. Because otherwise, My technique is just so awful that I will have to either do that or just develop the most ridiculous calluses on the side of my thumb. But now we will sing a song. A song about a man who came humble beginnings and stayed there. The notes say, play with unjustified grandeur. He came from a tiny village just outside of Aberdeen, and his face, it was not noble, and his clothes, they were not clean. But there's often been a hero that has come from such a start. Our man Festus wasn't one of them. He was neither brave nor smart. There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land. But the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. There are some men bound for glory, bound for riches or for fame. And among the noble roll call, you will not find Festus's name. For his voice, it was not noble, nor his bearing very fine, and he towered over no one at the height of 4'9". There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land. But the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. But from lowly circumstances, some men rise among the rest. Not that Festus ever tried hard, well, that there is just my own guess. But in noble battles, some men can achieve beyond compare. And on the battlefield of Hastings, our man Festus was not there. There are heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land. But the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. Thoughtful bit. There are legendary figures doomed to fade away obscure, and our peasant Festus suits that. At least we think we're pretty sure. There is not much known of Festus. Peasantry builds little pride. Matter of fact, all that we're sure of. Well, we're we're all pretty sure he died. They're all heroes, myths, and legends that are known throughout the land. But the dreaded peasant Festus was not that man. There we go. And that is that song out of the way. The dreaded peasant Festus, inspired, in fact, by a guy that I knew very, 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 very briefly from the Amped Guard group that came from Dallas-Fort Worth down to the Amped Guard group that was in Austin, Texas for an event. And this was right around the time that The Princess Bride was coming out in theaters and becoming the amazing smash hit that it is. And he had noted that in the SCA, and it's actually part of the charter, all members of the SCA, their characters or personas are always at least minor nobility. Why? Because peasantry would not be able to come out to these events. They would be busy tilling the fields and, laboring. And so everyone was lordless or lady that, and so he became the dread peasant Festus. And that name stuck in my head for over 20 years until I wrote that song last year. So there's that. And now, you can hear the accent coming out, can't you? Because I feel that after all of that, we have talked about love in the time of plague. We have talked about dead peasants. Clearly it is now time to perform a happy little song. A happy song. A happy little song. Yeah. Some of you can see where this is going because I've got the hat on. I have to adjust the camera to take in the full spectacle and majesty of this hat. This hat. Man walks down the street wearing this hat, Not scared of a damn thing. Let's sing a little song, children, yeah? Happy little song about gambling, drunkenness, and defenestration. Yeah, good timing. The dread pirate robots, I like it. I was gambling in Helsinki, down upon mine luck. Owed a lot to these big Flemish guys. I felt that I was stuck. I thought I was gonna sure surrounded by mine foes. Then I remembered Hasselhoff, and he solved all mine woes. This man right here, Oscar Hasselhoff, German master of defense, as he wrote and invented the Hasselhoff maneuver, which goes: just grabs them by the crotch and then throws them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blow. Just grabs them by the crotch and then throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Well, I made my way out of there and I fled down to the bar. I happily sipped lager, maybe 2 or 15 jars. Some massive Swedish mercenary spoke ill of my ma. I did not think I could escape this peril quite unscarred. And then I remembered I had in my back pocket this very useful and informative booklet. I asked the man to wait just a moment, flipped through, found the proper page, studied it very carefully, and then just grabbed them by the crotch and then throws them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grabs them by the crotch and then throws them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. I had gathered quite a crowd by the great feat I did perform. I ordered me another round, for I had grown quite warm. When time to pay the bill came, pleas for credit were all scorned. And so I tried to stand mine ground, mine fate was quite forewarned. For I discovered, at that very moment, this man right here, Oscar Hasselhoff, currently in between wars, had been hired part-time as a bouncer in that very establishment. I was through. Pastor Hasselhoff, good Abend, Sie geht's? Would you sign my booklet, please? It took a moment to find someone with a crayon. And then he signed the booklet, handed it back to me, and he grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Well, that was darn effective, I thought, as I was passing through. He grabbed me by the crotch, and he threw me out the window. Yes, it seems the fenestration works on me as well as you. Everyone sings a happy song, yeah? Just grab them by the crotch, once and throw them out the window. A lovely way to get above whatever makes you blue. Just grab them by the crotch, once and throw them out the window. It's amazing what a little flick of wrist and arm can do. Grab them by the crotch and throw them out the window. Available wherever violent books are sold. You know it's a good song when you actually have to fight the urge to giggle like an idiot while performing it. I honestly believe that to be the case. It could also be the hat. Every time I put this hat on, I know that Mr. Reasonable is no longer in the building. And yes, this hat right here, is in fact the hat which was used as the model for the cartoon, which is the beginning and the ending of my shows now, made by the remarkable Margaret Trouth, also known as Egypt Ernash. And if you go to the Tobias the Adequate Facebook page, you will find exactly how to get in touch with that lovely person and maybe ask them for a commission, because they have some fantastic art and they've done a number of really cool cartoons and comics and webcomics and stuff like that. So yeah. Which brings us, unexpectedly, why is it unexpectedly? I have no idea at this point. I count on nothing these days. Brings us to the final song, the moment you've all been waiting for. The last song in the show today. Today is Tuesday. I'm pretty sure today is Tuesday. Yeah. So 2 more shows this week. And that will get us up to 194. So then 195, 196, 197, 198. And we leave 2 more shows. So we've really got 8 shows until show 200. I have no idea what I'm doing for show 200. I feel like I ought to do something big and dumb. I just don't know what yet. Well, maybe scared of strong winds. This hat has faced strong winds before. And only the fact that I have recently, that I don't have a whole lot of hair right now, because my hair is very fine and very thin. It's thinning because I'm in my 50s. Hey. I have not had to equip this with a chin strap. I do recall, though, when I did, we were during LARPing, there was one time I wore this hat out to a battle game, and it was an incredibly useful and effective technique to throw the hat at somebody, and while they were trying to get away from it, hit them with your padded stick. It's now time for a slightly less bonkers, but still absolutely lovely song to wrap up with. And this is one I have done before, and it's one of those songs that I really liked a lot. And I have to look it up now using the correct place to look. Where is it? There it is. I had to find it. It is a song that is attributed to Stevie Ray Vaughan, but was actually written by John Burnham, who was a neighbor in Stevie Ray's neighborhood. And the Burnham family is all absolutely bewilderingly musical, and the chords are just, it just feels good, man. Hello there, my old friend. Not so long ago, it was till the end. We played outside in the pouring rain. On the way up the road, started over again. Living the dream of you on top. My mind is aching and Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happens, living life by the drum. Up down the road in a worn-out shoes, talking about good things and singing the blues. You went your way and I stay behind. We both knew it was just a matter of time. Living the dream of you on top. My mind is aching and Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happens, living life by the drum. No wasting time, we're allowed today. Turn up the past and there's no easier way. Time's between us a means to an end. I'm just amazed it's almost a year I've been doing this with you, my friends. There it is. Living the dream of you on top. My mind is aching and Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happens, living life by the drum. I'll do that one more, because I like it. Because it's tasty. There we go. One more, load it up. Living the dream of you on top. My mind's not aching and Lord, it won't stop. That's how it happens, living life by the drum. Tasty song. Tasty way to wrap up this one. Yet another live rehearsal with heckling, which is the way we should do it. I firmly believe that when we are all allowed to gather together in groups of more than 6 once again, we will do shows like this, and about half of the show will be songs, and the other half will just be banter and weirdness. And that's my basic plan. When I am allowed to perform at fairs and festivals and such, as I am currently a semi-professional, I'm eventually making my way either towards enthusiastic amateur, or this is going to be my retirement plan. We will continue to do this, and I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me once again. Y'all know who you are. Sometimes I know who you are because you say stuff over here. Now move the bubbles are over here now. It's good to see you, Kate. And Ashley and Tom and all the folks that are not showing up by name, but I know that you're there, and all the folks that are watching this after the fact, because I know that I'm very big in syndication. Y'all improve my day, and I hope that I can improve yours a little bit the same way. And I'm going to work on the solo entry for entrance to Life by the Drop. One day I'll have it, maybe. Who knows? Hard to say. All right. Capitalism. We have a tip jar. It's paypal.me/theadequate, Venmo @theadequate. And I want to thank Eric, the guy who paid me for Socially Emotionally Different, Robert, Rick, Emily, and Miranda. Miranda, who is going to be moving to a new gig. I'm so happy for her. Looks like it's going to be awesome. Any money that comes in through the tip jar or through my amazing Patreons goes right back into trying to keep this thing going. Hosting the website, doing the restream thing, some other stuff, which I will tell you about in a little while. And I want to thank Jen, Joe, Alexi, Austin, Chris Teppo, Shay, Linda, Ann, Stephen, Rob, Alicia, Relly, BK, Richard, Brian, and Lorene, my Party On, Party Down Patreon patron peeps, for supporting adequacy in our lifetime. Yes, Maria, I thought you might be there, but I wasn't going to take any bets, you know. Anything that comes in goes right into keeping this thing going. I'm amazed that as many people support it as they do. And trust me on this one. Just the fact that you're there makes this so much easier for me to do. I'm on the interwebs at theadequate.com, at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at theadequate, TikTok and Tumblr at Tobias the Adequate, SoundCloud.com/Matthew-Laguerre. THUD Bucket. We have a new video out. Yes, we do. We have a new video. I have an idea. Ding. Look, see, light. New video out for Per My Last Email, which was the song that started the entire THUD Bucket madness. You can find a link to it on the THUD Bucket Facebook page, or go to YouTube and search up THUD Bucket. Per My Last Email. Most of the heavy lifting and the actual talent is done by my friend Ron Dorn. I wrote the words, and I co-star in the video as Brad. Not any real Brad, just a guy named Brad. You'll understand when you see it. So do check that out. And that, my friends, is all of that. Thank you guys for hanging out with me once again. We have gotten out of the cold. It is now back to regular Texas February weather. I did put in a pitch for Texas Furry Fiesta, which will happen at the end of March, in a virtual capacity. So if I'm going to wind up doing a live show there, I will let you guys know. So maybe some of y'all can check it out. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Take care. Be careful out there. Get your shot when you can. Be safe until then, and be safe afterwards as well. It's still rough out there. And anything we can do to help each other out is always a good idea. Because absurdists often find the truth, and incrementalists can change the world, just slowly. Y'all have been wonderful. I have been Tobias the Adequate, and I thank you once again for encouraging my behavior, and I will see you all next time.